In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an on-screen home button. Here's your home button on your iPhone. And if you get tired of using this, I know on iPhone 6 it's a physical button you push on and off, but this is on iPhone 7. Actually, you're just supposed to be able to tap it. But you do have to put a little pressure on it, depending on how you got it set. If you get tired of doing that, it wears out your fingers if you've been doing it all day. Puts a lot of strain on your fingers, especially if you have carpal tunnel or whatever. Similar to these volume controls, they wear out your fingers after a while. I'm actually going to show you how to do volume controls too, but this main video is to show you how to do the home button. So to show you this video, also remember when you pick up your iPhone, you can have it on a setting where it wakes it up as soon as you pick it up. So you'll never actually have to hit this home button again if you don't want to. You can all be on screen from here on out. So to get started, to make your on-screen home button, you hit the home button actually. And you want to go to your settings. The next thing, you can scroll up or down. The next thing you want to hit is called General. And you want to hit Accessibility. And the next thing, you can scroll up or down, you want to hit Assistive Touch. Alright, there. It's not touch accommodations, it's called Assistive Touch. Now, you see Assistive Touch is on. It's green, but if it happened to be off, I'm going to slide it over. That's the off situation. You want it on, you just slide it on to the green. It's a little hard to do it upside down in the video. Alright, there it goes. Now you hit Custom Top Level Menu. Okay. Now, the way I got this button set up right now, there's this little button over here I'm going to show you in a second. I have Home. If you wanted to do just Home, I'll show you how to do that. If you want to just have on-screen Home button only, when you touch that, it'll just be Home. But otherwise, I have Volume Up, Volume Down, Screenshot, Control Center, Notification Center. Okay, so let's get back to the regular one. Okay, now, this is called the Accessibility button. You can move it anywhere you want on the screen, no matter what app you're in. Say you're in the App Store. Get to the App Store. Okay. See this little button right here? You can move it anywhere you want. Now, if you hit it, it's going to show those 6 things I was telling you about. Home button, it'll only last for so long. It has home button, screenshot, volume up, volume down. Okay, so hit home. Now I'll go back to the home button. I never did hit this home button. Now the disadvantage is it won't have fingerprint identification. If you're worried about identification of somebody using your phone, then this options, I don't think it works for that. It's not going to identify your fingerprint. I think you can have up to 6 different fingerprints on this for the iPhone 7 anyways. You know, your right thumb, left thumb, whatever you want to do, index, left and right index, or other people's fingerprints like your husband or wife, whatever. Now, so what that button, I think it's called an accessibility button. No matter what screen you're in, it replaces all these controls on. It can replace all these controls on your phone. So here's my volume on and off, up and down. Now I have on-screen volume up and down. I just turned down the volume. I didn't want to get to that part yet. But let's go to home. Let's hit it. Go to home. Back to home. Let's go to news, say. And if I hit it, I can do my volume up, volume down. If I was listening to a video, I don't want to show any videos for copyright reasons, but hopefully it's not going to play a video. I can do volume up or volume down. It kind of gets a little tricky upside down when you're trying to do it, to demonstrate it. It's easy to do it in real life. So there's a volume up, volume down. Like I say, it goes away pretty fast. Depends on situation. Sometimes it goes away fast, sometimes it goes away slow. There's volume up, volume down, so you never have to use these volume up, the volume down things anymore. You never have to use your home button again if you don't want to. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create this button to make a home button. So we're here in news. Let's go back to home. Or we could have hit this home button down here. So first thing you want to do, slide it over here. Depends on how many apps you got. Slide it over here to general. Let's go all the way back. Let's back out of it because I already showed you those steps, but let's show you one more time. Okay, settings. Let's go back to home, or you can hit home down here, either one. Okay, so you go to settings. So the first thing, sorry, go to this home or the other home, it doesn't matter. Okay, this is the main screen of settings. And I'm making all these mistakes. It's alright because you're learning. If you're new to iPhones, you'll learn how to back out of stuff. So we slide up or down until we get to general. Now we slide up or down until we get to accessibility. See accessibility. Now we slide up or down until we get to assistive touch. Oops, I made a mistake. See, I went to switch control. I don't want that. I want to do accessibility. So, I mean assistive touch. See, assistive touch and touch accommodations, we want assistive touch. Now, like I said before, oops, if you ever hit the thing, just go back. Accessibility. Assistive touch. Right there. Sure, it's hard to do it upside down. And turn it on and off. I already showed you how to do that. I'll show you one more time. Off. On. Now go to customize top level menu. Now, if you remember, when I touched that, this is a thing you can move around. I think it's called assistive touch control. Move around in any screen that you're on. It will always be there. Sometimes it's a little faded, so it's hard to find. So right now I have a home button, volume up, volume down, screenshot, control center, notification center. Okay, if you just want to have this thing assistive touch called home, what you want to do here, see where it says 6 icons, plus or minus, you want to go down to 1 icon. Okay. Now, even though it says control center, we can change that. So if you just want this button to be home, just hit this. Now, of all this list, right now it's checked off control center. So go up or down, find the word home. And it's actually not in alphabetical order, so it's the very top one. So you see the check marks down here on control center. You want the check mark to be on home. You just touch it. There are no other check marks, only on the word home. So when you're done with that, you just hit the word done. Now, let's see if it did it. No. Hit home. I hit done. It's frustrating upside down. Assistive touch. Customize top level. I'm just showing how to go backwards before. Okay, so I did hit the word home, and I checked it off, and I hit done. So if that's the only icon you wanted this to do, then that would be your on-screen home button. I'm going to show you how to use it. So let's go to, say, any app. Let's say news. Okay, now we got to find that little faded thing right here. If I touch it once, it'll go back to home. See? So I don't have to use this home screen anymore. So let's say I was going to go to iBooks, or books they call it. Is it iBooks or books? Yeah, there's a little I there in front of there. Say I was in iBooks. And say I was done looking at iBooks. If I wanted to I could either hit the home button and go back to the home screen, or I can hit this now. Your on-screen home button. Now, I'm going to show you in a little bit that it's not going to actually say home button. This is the home button now, on-screen home button. Let's go to stocks. See the little button here? Assistive touch button. This is effectively the home button. So if you want to go back home, do that. And I'm making this distinction now. So let's go back to stocks again. Let's get this out of the way. Sometimes it's in the way of what you want to do, so you just move it out of the way. It's very convenient. I hardly ever use the home button anymore, and I hardly ever use the volume control buttons. I'll show you why. Let's go back to stocks. There's two ways to get back home for stocks now. You can either hit this home button, which is a little hard to push actually. It's hard on your fingers if you do it all day long, you know, with carpal tunnel or whatever problems you have. Okay. Recording. Siri's recording me. So here's your home button now. Let's do one more example. Say we're in notes. Okay. If we needed to get out of notes, you can either, to go back to the main home screen, you can either hit this home button or this home button, either one. Let's just do this. Okay. Now, if that's all you wanted to have was an on-screen home button, here it is. It doesn't have fingerprint identification, though. You can, any screen you're in, and it'll go back to home. Now, what I'm going to show you is volume control. How to add, not only, you can add up to 6 more functions on this. Or actually 8 for iPhone 7 and 6 for iPhone 6 Plus, I think. Or even iPad or iPod. I'm not sure if iPad, I'm pretty sure it probably does it on iPad. I don't own an iPad, so. But iPod it does. I showed several other people. Nobody has this on their screen, but it's pretty helpful. Okay, so what we want to do is go back to go to settings. I'm going to show you how to add volume control and other things. Okay, now we were just in the screen, so I'm gonna back out of it totally. Just keep on hitting back. Okay, this is your normal settings. So this is your first screen of your settings. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, all that. If you accidentally make a mistake, always hit the back key. Now we want to go to General. Scroll up or down, wherever you're at. Go to General. Now go to Accessibility. Now go to Assistive Touch. Scroll up or down till you find it. See Assistive Touch and Touch Combinations. Go and go to Assistive Touch. It's hard to do it. Oh, made a mistake. Go backwards. Just because it's hard to do it looking upside down. Okay. Assistive Touch is on. It's in the green. Now we want to do Customize Top Level Menu. Now, instead of just having this thing, Assistive Touch thing as a home button, I'm going to add icons. I can add up to 8. So hit the plus button. I can have up to 8 different icons. I usually use just 6. Okay, I want to make this button a volume up control. So I hit this. Now, look on the screen here. Volume up. Okay, it's checked. See how it got checked? When you hit that, hit done. Boy, it's tough doing it upside down. Okay, hit done. Okay, now, so this is the home button. Volume up. I want to make this one volume down. It's nice to have the volume up at the very top and the volume down at the bottom. So here's volume down. The volume down is checked. Now when you get that, hit done. Now I can add 3 more things. I want to have a notification center. Let's do that over here. That's where you get your emails and your text messages and your phone answer machine messages. So hit that. I hit it, but it didn't check. Okay, it's checked. Now hit done up here. Okay. Now I want to add Control Center. If you remember, Control Center is where you hit the home button, you slide it up, and it shows some stuff down here. But I want to have that on a touch screen now. Very convenient, because that doesn't always work when you try to slide it up from your home button. Okay, now we can have one more thing. So hit done. We have one more option because I have 6 icons. I could do up to 8 on an iPhone 7, but I'm going to make it just 6. I want to have screenshot. You could have Surrey, anything. Lock screen, rotate screen, gestures. You can look up all those later. I want to have screenshot, because when you're looking at something on the screen, you want to take a picture of it. You don't want to try to memorize what's on there. Just hit that button, screenshot. Now, I accidentally hit multitasking, so how do you get out of it? You just touch screenshot. It's not done until you hit done up here. So now this button right here, when I break out of this all, is going to show these 6 things. I'll show you. So this is where you do have to hit home, I think, to complete your 6 icons. Okay, now it's all settled. Sometimes it's hard to see, but this button here will do all those things now. And I'm going to hit it one time. Okay, now I have volume up, volume down, home button, screenshot, notification, control. If I hit home, it's already really in home, so probably nothing's going to change much. Although it does go back to the original setting screen. So say you're in this screen, you hit it. See, here it is up here. Hit home. Went back to home. You don't have to hit this button anymore. Or volume controls. Remember, when you push volume control, you have to put a lot of force. You almost have to use 2 hands with this thick case. It's a OtterBox Defender series. It's very tough. You'll wear out the buttons eventually. And with this home button on iPhone 7, of course, it's really just a touch. It has a taptic engine control, I think they call it. Makes it feel like you're hitting a physical button, but you're not really. But the iPhone 6 and earlier, it is actual physical button. Okay, so let's, if you had a video playing, you can do volume up, volume down. Let's do news again, just for practicing. Now, where do you see that little accessibility button? It's over here. If it was getting in the way you're reading the news, and just move it over here. Wherever you need to move it. If you want it up the top of the screen. That's one slight disadvantage. It's always getting in the way of something, but sometimes it's not that important. But just hit this. If you want to go back to home, just hit home. Alright, so that completes this video. If you like it, please hit like, and if you like my other videos, please subscribe. I plan on making a lot of iPhone 7 videos, which applies to earlier iPhones also. And let's test your eyesight. Where is that little thing at? Way up here. Sometimes it's faded, sometimes it's not. When it gets out of the way of other things, then it turns darker. So that's how you do an on-screen home button. Like I say, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks.